Good morning, everybody. Just heard that bell ring. Let's go. Let's get into some stocks today. Sorry about that. I had the chat open up there, but man, here we go today with these big earnings again. So there were a lot this morning. There were actually so much, it's actually hard to go over. One of my favorites so far today was Spotify, though. Spotify had a huge move up. Now, I'm not saying they're up 20% or anything crazy like that, but solid 10% right now. Okay, we'll definitely take that. That's a good move for a stock with earnings like this. We can also go down the list. You know, of course, we have Spotify, but there's Pepsi, 3M, General Electric, Halliburton, McDonald's, GE, UPS, Verizon. It's like, geez, like how many big stocks are going to report today? You know, it's like, I don't even know like what to say right now with this week with how many stocks are reporting. It's very hard to even like fathom. I know it's like this every earnings season, but man, it seems like every time it just like the earnings season ends, it kicks right back up again. So we're going to be in for some fun here, in for a treat, I guess you could say. But man, be careful for some of these stocks here and just be careful trading. I have a bad feeling that the market might start to fall back down a little bit. So just watch this as the day progresses. There's a big resistance area on the SPY around 411 to 411.20. That's a big area there, so keep your eyes on that. But the big support is down here at 410, which is right where we bounced this morning. If we can get under this 409.80 area or even 410, I think that we could end up falling off in a more significant way, and we'll start to get down pretty low if that really does happen. But we have to see that big move under the support. Right now, with all these earnings, you know, some are going well, like Spotify. Others aren't going well. I noticed McDonald's did pretty well. Ooh, but they're actually falling off at open. But if we look at like Verizon, you know, they were actually falling down here with earnings in general. UPS was down, I saw a lot. Let's see. Let's go look at, I know Spotify's up. Let's go look at 3M and GE. Maybe 3M turn it around. 3M, GE. GE's not doing much about GM. Yeah, kind of falling over now, but it looks like their earnings were okay. So a lot of stocks are very mixed here with their earnings, I'd say. A lot of them actually popped up and now are tanking off here. Spotify. Keisha says. That's pretty good, Keisha. Spotify. I know, that's what I'm saying, right? That's the one that's really caught my eye today, which is why I mentioned that one first. That was a good one. Good old Spotify. How'd RTX do? We didn't even check them yet. RTX. Not the best. Halliburton. Wait, hang on. Hindustan. Hang on, this ain't right. There it is. It gave me the India stock. Weird, that must be a popular one. Fiva, what's up, man? How you doing? Good morning, Fiva, Tangi, Keisha, Jamie, and Mike. Thank you guys for joining up. Thanks for being here. If you guys enjoy the stream, smash that like button. I'd greatly appreciate you here. It would really help us out, of course, as it does every single day. So I appreciate that. I will say, though, with earnings, there's a lot of big ones on the schedule for tonight. I'm going to go ahead and make a little poll here so that we can maybe guess on what your favorite one is. So favorite earnings for tonight. All right, we're going to look at Microsoft, Google, ENPH, and Visa. Those are the only ones we're going to do. Screw Chipotle. I'm sorry, Chipotle, but I don't know. You're not as good as these ones. Not as fun, anyway. If I could put more options, I'd put them on there. Too bad. Tangi says he's looking for RTX to $90. RTX to 90. Ooh, yeah, it's almost to 100. If we fall under 100, that could be a big, maybe like entry area there on RTX. If that ends up being a good entry area for you, and you notice a lot of good momentum under 100, that might be where we go on that pretty big, you know, gap down or pretty big run, I guess you could say. That would be nice, I guess, to see RTX fall down like that. I'm not a big fan of RTX falling. I wish RTX would go up, but pretty good. How's AMD today? Uh-oh. Wow, that's pretty cool. Man, AMD's going down, Cornish posted up. No, that's not good. Definitely not good for AMD. What about RTX? Let's see. Candy says he needs it cheaper. I know. I do too. Let's see it on the daily. Oh, I didn't realize that they were this high. So, yeah, we need this one cheaper for sure. We need it down to 90 or more, Tangy. Or else I won't be touching it. That's a crazy move, though. I'll give it that. Wow. Looks like it's a perfect double top almost, or perfect lower highs. I would say that qualifies as a double top, though. It was close enough, in my opinion. It was right there. How's Tessie? TSLA? Let's check it. Ooh, not good. How's Meta? Ooh, no. Uh-oh. Ooh, Meta. Good old Meta tanking down today. Look at that. Bought some Meta puts last week, so I'll take this downwards movement. Keep going, Meta. Keep going. Man, I was really hoping they'd be down more right now. I was hoping my option would go up more. I tell you that. Come on, Meta. I think we're going to see a bigger drop. Maybe like a test of $200 on Meta is probably what's going to happen here. That's probably what I would guess is going to happen. We'll have to see, though. It'll be a fun one. Gonna be a fun one. I love Meta's setup right now on this trend. This trend right here is insane. Insane. Someone said in discussion chat, Meta calls. I'm like, does this look like a call setup? Not to me, but not too bad, I guess. I guess if it bounces off support well here and keeps coming up, could be okay. Google says wrong way, fellas. Let's see. Whoa, Google. Look at that one. Google's flying up. Look at Apple as well. Apple and Google are actually really killing it today. I can't believe that they're killing it as much as they are. Jeez. Yeah, I'm with you, Tangy. We need AMD lower too. But this one looks good, right? This one's kind of doing what I expected. Meta's kind of pissing me off though. Dang it, Meta. Looking for this support to break here. Those big earnings tonight are going to be so crucial for the stock market. So to this morning, I'll say this, a lot of safer companies reported. Well, in my opinion, safer, like UPS and GM, McDonald's. Like McDonald's, come on now, right? 3M's been kind of iffy the past year or 2 years, but I feel like they're all right. Let's see. They're kind of moving up a little bit. Let's check that daily. They're down. Oh, bounced off $100 even recently. I know this one's been a brutal stock. It's just been brutal. Roblox, Sean said. Hey, Sean, how you doing today? Thanks for joining. Good old Roblox. Let's check it. They're tanking down, it looks like. Uh-oh. Yeah, keep your eyes on this one. I know they reported some bad news a while ago, and it's still just been tanking down with that, so keep your eyes on it. That could be a pretty good sell-off play here today. A good momentum play, maybe. Kind of like it. I like it, to be honest. Yeah, that's why I said that, Tangy, with Triple M. I don't really care about those stupid lawsuits with the earplugs, though. Like, come on now. That's stupid. I think they'll definitely recover from that, but I'm not very scared of them for the long term. Just short term, it's like, used to be one of my favorite long term stocks a while ago. I was buying it up like down here. Sold it though, up in this area, and never touched it again. But I won't be getting it now. Now with all the bullcrap going on. That's for sure. That's for sure. Wow, Palantir, not good either. Kind of falling back again. Good job, Palantir. Terrible. Groundwater poisoning at plants. What? Let's see. I can't figure it out. There's like no articles here. Oh well. Maybe this is what it is, but I guess this could be it, right? Wow. Yeah, so I see what you're saying now, I guess. Definitely sounds kind of scary for him. I don't know. I've never heard of it, so I can't speak on it, but they're a big company. I think they'll be alright as time goes on, but short term, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a fan, really. I mean, it's alright. Oh, okay. Oh, they suppress it. Okay. We'll see. All right, who else here? Let's see. Tomorrow we have Boeing. That's pretty much the only one in the morning, though, is good old Boeing. Good old Boeing. Look at Boeing here. Pretty good. Right around 200. Kind of bouncing up. Yeah, I won't buy. I'll buy him way earlier than that, Tangy, but it's all right. I don't really. I don't. I don't think it's as bad as you're saying, maybe, but it's all right. Roblox. All right, let's see. I want to go back and look at them again. RBLX. Let's see. Big drop down, maybe under 40 bucks here. That's definitely a bad move here. I don't like that on the daily either. It looks like a terrible drop to the downside. I'd rather look at better stocks anyways. Let's see, Visa, another good one. Today, I wonder if they're going to start dropping. That's kind of what I'm waiting for, you know, like a drop to the downside. Maybe down to like 210 or something like that, but... Wow. They were kind of breaking out slightly above that resistance like last week, the week before, but now they're just like really tanking off. Really tanking off. They're gonna be really like breaking a big support here soon if this keeps happening. That drop down from Friday was rough. I'm hoping they can just keep, you know, trading back to the downside here today. You know, that'd be huge. That would be huge if they could just keep trading down. Love for them to get under 230, 231 on Visa. I was really watching JP Morgan to the downside earlier as well, and now it's actually just now starting to break. So keep your eyes on JP Morgan, guys. JPM about to play out. Let's watch this. Yeah, it's pretty big here with JP Morgan. That looks like a pretty good sell-off to me. It's not every day that stocks come up and they retest support slash resistance like this in this crazy type of way. That is a crazy resistance touch there at 140 and a great rejection back down. That is like what you call a perfect confirmation, in my opinion. And that is a huge move there as well to see us falling off here at open. Even if we recover up a little bit, it's not going to be a big deal. I think they'll be right back off to the downside. So pretty crazy in the way that it's been holding up lately. It's been very choppy up here at the top. A lot of good price action coming in from obviously those earnings, but it's just not able to hold. And it looks like if we break 139, it's going to be a pretty big break to the downside. So definitely no good here. Definitely no good. Man, JPM just had to do that to us, didn't it? What about Palantir? So much for Nvidia. Let's see what happened there. Someone said something bad about it. Ooh. Amazon puts is good or not, Mad says. Let's see. AMZN. Ooh. Wow. Amazon's in a weird setup here. I'll say that. Let's see the horizontal ray. Okay, it's kind of like right on a support, getting very close anyways. That 104 area is pretty big. I'll give it that. 104 is a pretty big spot here on Amazon. So I'll just be watching and waiting. I think it's to the downside here for sure. If we get under 104, that's going to be a bad move to the downside. So yeah, I'm kind of waiting for that to happen. I think that we're going to, see Amazon drop. Hang on one second. I've been following this trend on Amazon forever. Sorry about this, guys. Had to type something out. It'd be so much easier if they asked on the stream, right? But it's okay. He just says, look at that drop in TME. What is TME? Oh, 10-cent music. Okay. Kind of like TCEHY. Wow, yeah, it is really coming down, isn't it? TME is really coming down. What about TCEHY? Let's see. TCEHY. Wow, yeah, it's kind of falling off just like TME. TME though looks a lot worse to me, or better actually, but worse movement right now. But better movement as in like it looks like the candles move in a better way, which is good. Good to see that. TME. Yeah, it definitely is a big drop here today. How are all the China stocks? I'm gonna eye them all up. TME. What about BABA? BABA? Give me a chart, please. There we go. BABA, $84. Wow. I'm happy. Die, Baba, die. I hate the China stocks, guys. I can't lie. That'll be one thing I'm going to be honest about. I hate them. Not that I hate the China stocks, like hate them, you know, but like, you've probably heard me say it time and time again if you've been in the stream before. It's just like, to me, why even touch them ever? There's no point to touch them if there's U.S. stocks. Like, there's no point. Because there's so many sectors in the U.S., so many stocks that move up, so many stocks that inverse the market, etc., etc. Now, I get it. They're not all bad stocks on China's market, but I don't know. It's not worth it to me. It's really not. Not worth the risk. If China just decides to do one thing with Taiwan or something, it's gonna blow up. So. Oh, okay, Keisha. Did he? Or is that the one you're talking about? How I had that written on there? Hang on. Oh, okay. It was this one. Must have been early last week. It was on the 17th. Okay, it was on Monday of last week. Yeah, that's why I have it written down. But I knew I had this on the chart, so I knew we talked about it recently. But I didn't realize it was Monday of last week. I thought it was further out than that. Huh. Yeah, I kind of thought it was further out. Funny though, you looked at calls that day. It was the 17 strike calls. I mean, I hope Mike said that they were shorting these. I really do. I'm praying that Mike said they were shorting these, because I'll tell you what, I would never play this one to the upside. This looks like the most obvious short. The only issue is that it's a really like long expiration, January 19th of 2024. But the 17 strike, I mean, that's got to be a short play in my opinion. They got to be shorting that. Yeah, unless they're dumb. I mean, unless they're just being straight up dumb. Now they have till January, so they have some time. So I'm gonna put my hands up here and say, don't shoot me for this. But you know, I feel like TME, that's a big short there. I'd have to say, I mean, that is something else. Holy hell, they could move. They'd have to move up like 200% to get up there. 300%. Like that's just insane. Yeah, that they got to be shorting that one, I think. So keep that in mind. I really think that they're shorting it no matter what anyone else said. Wow, that's a big drop though this week. Kind of even makes me think they're shorting it even more, cuz you know, we're seeing a big drop now. They probably own a bunch of shares of that thing and they're trying to just do some covered calls, honestly. That's what it kind of seems like to me. Sean's in FXI put 616, just waiting for some China news. There's been a lot, Sean. Did you see that GDP news a couple weeks ago? Ever since then, we've been kind of falling, but holy hell, Sean, it looks like you don't even need any news. Honestly, look at that move today. You don't even need any news. It just goes down anyways. And hey, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, guys. I appreciate you. Thanks for joining up, Christian. Thanks for being here today. That's cool. You said he fired the Tesla dip again. Man, you're always firing Tesla's dip. Let's go look at it. Yeah, nice like double bottom almost today. We're like right around 160, which isn't good. Yeah, bad. Fired ALB dip lithium stock. ALB, what is that one? Albemarle. Whatever. I'll never get that one right. Corporation. I've never heard of this one. He says it's a lithium stock, though. Sounds like it could be pretty good. AMC's breaking out. What? Ah. It's pretty funny. AMC's breaking out. Every time I see like we're a day where like SPY's like down or something, AMC's always moving up. It's funny. Funny. Ooh. Someone said Disney's back into the game on Discord. I don't think so. It looks like they're uh-oh. To me, it looks like they're still under 100. I'd be careful with Disney right now. I'm hoping Disney can move up. I love Disney. One of my favorites for the long term, so you know, the more the merrier. For real. Come on, DraftKings, let's go. Come on now. Start to get some better movement. Starting to bounce a little bit, actually. I'll take that. How's Meta again? Still sinking. Come on, Meta. Those puts I have should do pretty well if Meta keeps going. Looking for a test of 200. Oh, excuse me, guys. Had a yawn there. Yeah, 200 for sure. Rick McQueen says you still like an SQQQ calls. I mean, I am, Rick, but everybody, you know, gets in way too late. So it's like, you know, if you're entering real late, it's just like, is it worth it now, you know? Like, you got to take the trades on time, I'd say. But I like them, Rick. I don't know if you're in it or not yet. If you're already in, I think you're perfect. Yeah, I think you're great. Of course, I still like it. It hasn't even moved, really. Yeah, I think the market can go down quite a bit more here. I'm thinking SPY down to like 400. Something like that. Pretty safely here in the market. At least down to 406. I mean, I would think a lot lower, though, even, to be honest. But yeah. Yeah, I love them. I think they're great, Rick. I think it's a great hedge right now, too. Like, if you own shares of the S&P 500 or the QQQ or anything tech or anything like that, those SQQQ calls will be a great hedge against this. So, it'll be a perfect hedge, actually. In the short term, if you get the right strikes and stuff like that, don't go too far out of the money, though. You know, that's the... Keep it around the money. I'll say that. Wow, what a move, though. Got the QQQ kind of coming back now, right back to the upside, looking good. Pissing me off, but it's okay. I still see us down today for sure. Just, obviously the market's always up and down, right? Everybody freaks out so much about an intraday move. They'll see, like, the QQQ pop back up, and then they'll be like, oh my god, we're moving back. But in reality, it's like you zoom out, and you're like, no, you're not. no, we're not. I won't even count this as moving back till we get back above 318, honestly. Like, we could probably go, like, honestly all the way up to there and start to test that, fall back off. I think something like this could possibly play out. You know, something like this. Not saying that's how it's going to go, but I would not be surprised one bit, especially given, like, look at all this up and down movement. It's like up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Like, look at this. I mean, this is just getting annoying. I'm gonna be honest. That was very annoying. That is... Oh, man. The chop the past few days has been terrible. That's been rough. Ever since, honestly, like, April 5th. It's just been in this big chop zone where you just see constant up and down movement all throughout the day. And I think it's very important that people see this and they try to strategize their picks off of this. So like Christian, he keeps buying all these dips, right? Well, good, because every time stuff dips down right now, it's coming right back to the upside every single time, pretty much. So, you know, you might be wrong once or twice or whatever, but look at all these. I mean, if you would have just bought the dips, you're talking amazing intraday recoveries most of the time here. So, interesting. Yeah, now Christian just said recited spot dip. Yeah, yeah. The chop, baby. The chop. That was good. Yeah, it was funny, Tandy. The chop. Chop the credit card in half. I love that scene. Best scene ever. One of them. In my opinion. Yeah, it's feeling it today. I don't know if it's going to be able to pop up today or not, Christian. This setup to me today looks extremely bearish. To me, this just looks like a perfect like type of setup for a big sell-off. Because it has the rejection there, and I can't put it on the tip of my tongue, but I've seen this setup a lot of times before. Can't put it on the tip of my tongue of what it is, but just watching price action for, oh, hell, almost half my life now, this setup here today is just not good, in my opinion. That's a bad way you want to look. Chart. Stop being negative. Hey, it's not negative if you're in puts, is it, Christian? That'd be good. You must be into some calls, it sounds like. You fired the Tesla dip. Hopefully Tesla goes up, though. You know, screw the SPY, right? Screw the SPY. SPY could go down all day. I don't care. Tesla could go up, though. That'd be fun. That'd be good. I hope Tesla rises on the dip. Agree, but QQQ range is narrowing. I guess. I mean, kinda. We will see. I'm definitely seeing it down, though. I'll just say that. Let's go out to a daily chart, because I don't think people really realize how overextended we are right now. Like, look at how overextended the market is from the low to the high. Here, recent low to recent high. Now, this is the QQQ, a big, well, I don't want to say index because it's yeah, it's up 20% from the low to the high. I mean, that is something else. That is something. I feel like we're down here. I feel like we're just due for a downtrend. I hope that not everyone thinks that. Usually, if the whole market swings one way or the other, I'm always, you know, worried. So I'm glad that people are mixed here. I'm glad there's some mixed feelings, actually. I love that. Makes me feel even better to the downside. Yeah, it's really overextended. It's just like, God dang it, go down already. Like, I've been waiting for it to drop for so long. It'll be fun though once it starts going down. I think people are gonna love the puts out there. They're gonna love some puts. Look at Tessie today though. Good comeback going on. Apple was doing great this morning too, so good to see that. But then on the other side of things, like Microsoft was looking pretty rough early on. Let's go to my watch list here. Let's see what we have here. Oh yeah, UPS. Can't forget about them ruining our morning. Gosh, that was rough. Blink charging. Uh-oh. Snowflake falling off. DoorDash. Dang, DoorDash under 60. Uh-oh. WFC. Yeah, I'm really into these banks back to the downside. I think the bank, JP Morgan today, under 139 is going to be an awesome play. Keep this on the radar. Create an alert for JP Morgan at 139. If we get under there, I think that we're going to see a significant pullback. It might not be too significant today, but over the next day or two, I think that we'll see something pretty good. All right, so let's go look at stocks to the upside again. Good old Bed Bath & Beyond. Uh-oh. That's weird looking. Pepsi looks pretty good, actually. You know, top of the watch list. Okay. Coinbase sued the SEC. Did you guys see that? I saw some news with them suing. Whoa, I just saw the NASDAQ turn over on the charts. Watch yourselves, guys. Watch out. Here we go. There we go. Look at that. Breaking lows already. There it is. Come on, QQQ. Let's go. That's awesome. Yes, sir. That is what we wanted right there. Pretty cool. There we go. Now SQQQ should be going up too, of course. So love to see that. How's Meta looking? There we go, Meta. Keep going. Hell yeah. Keep going down because I want to buy stocks lower. I want to get into a bunch of shares while they're low, so I hope that these stocks tank. I hate to say it, but I do. I hope they tank this time. I love running that wheel strategy, so I don't mind, you know, just accumulating shares as they run down and starting to sell some covered calls on the way back up. That type of trading is one of the best ways to trade out there. I think everybody knows it. It's just, do you want to do it is the question. It can be time consuming and it can tie up a lot of capital. So Tangi says UVXY is going. There we go, UVXY. Love it. Love to see that. Love to see that. How is Tessie going for Christian here? Weird. So Tessie's still kind of holding its ground. Getting a little iffy though. I still think you have a good chance. Spy's looking not good in my opinion. What else do we have here? What looks good? The upside. How's gold? I didn't even think about checking GLD yet today. Okay, not bad. What about CL, crude oil? Not Colgate. There we go, crude. Wow, crude's kind of falling back off. I saw the price of gasoline around me was pretty dang expensive the last time I went. It was back up to over $4.10 for the premium stuff, so I was like, oh man. For anybody out there going, oh, you use premium gas. You know, okay. You know, it's because my cars are tuned, okay? That's every time I say that, everyone's like, oh, you use premium, that's stupid. I'm like, it is and it isn't, you know, like, I think it's smart, but, you know, I'm somebody who loves engines and stuff like that, and I don't know. I've seen a lot of comparisons of like the insides of engines of cars that use premium their whole lives and cars that use regular. And I'll just say this, it's a pretty big difference usually. The premium is usually pretty cleaner. Give it that. SPXS running again. Yeah, hell yeah. SPXS, UVXY, SQQQ, Tangy, they're all looking good. I called out some SQQQ calls in the premium Discord a while ago, so those are starting to look fantastic today. They're looking great. Oh, that makes sense, Tangy. Okay. That's why my Focus ST requires it. Focus ST is pretty, it's all tuned up and stuff, you know, it's like a real loud car. Now my Challenger, of course, has to take 93. I mean, that, you know, with the Hellcat, most people expect that, you know, but with the Focus, everyone's like, you don't need that, but you're right, Tangy, the higher compression definitely plays a factor. I guess I guess they're turning up the compression when they tune it as well. I'm not a, you know, I'm not a mastermind with it, but I assume that they somehow turned up the compression a little bit. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool. We're learning about engines today. Look at that. Yeah, that's fun though. I was driving around this weekend. We actually have a pretty big event by us called Cruisin' Lindbergh, where everybody takes their cars out and goes cruising on this road at night. Pretty cool to see. That'll be fun. All right, let's see. SQQQ getting that nice pop. Sorry, guys, had to take care of something really quick. Spotify starting just to trade down a little bit here, a little bit. They advanced the ignition curve, which also needs more octane. Okay. Yeah, you know, Tangy, like I've seen this. Here, like watch this. HP tuners chart. Let me show you here. Yeah, like here we go. This is like the stuff that I see usually. Is like this type of stuff going on, Tangy. Whenever they were tuning it, you know, I'm not a pro with this, but and then I also see this a lot with the Challenger. So this is like what the Challengers looks like. You know, stuff like this. And then they go in, they can like go in and do all types of crap. I'm sure you already know, of course, but I just figured I'd show the chart, show what it looked like. Because I think when you say the ignition curve, that has something to do with that one chart I said. Angie said I got arrested for cruising Milwaukee in the 90s. Uh-oh. Be careful, Tangy. Be careful. Wow. He said fuel and ignition maps. Okay. That's what that was then. That makes sense. Fuel and ignition maps. Okay. There we go. Something like this. I don't know. This is kind of what I would expect, but very interesting. So this is like your that's the air fuel ratios. Interesting. I didn't know that. Okay. Huh. Very interesting. All right. Wow, he says in the old days they'd have to rebuild the distributors with different springs and weights and all that type of stuff. That sounds crazy, Tangy. I couldn't imagine something like that, to be honest. I get it with like, what about carburetors, Tangy? Is that what you mean? Is a distributor a carburetor? Kind of seems like to me like that might be what it is. Carburetor. I remember people have to like change the timing on them things and stuff all the time too. Oh no, he says and swap carburetor jets and pumps and cams. Nice, Tangy. Yeah. I've heard a lot of like about the pumps, different types of pumps and cams and all that type of stuff, but man, I couldn't imagine having to do all that. He says distributor equals spark. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, that sounds way different. Oh, okay. Gotcha, that makes sense. That definitely makes sense, Tangy, from the stuff I've seen with carburetors, so. Those things are fun. I always want to buy an old carbureted car just to like have fun with it, you know? Be kind of cool. But yeah, today the stock market's kind of tanking off again, guys. Not good. I guess it's good for the put players though, right? Like earlier, Christian was like, quit being negative. I'm like, it's not negative if you have puts. But wow. Angie said he actually was a tuner shop and he turned out hundreds of very fast 5-liter Mustangs. Nice. That's awesome, Tangy. Love to hear that. That sounds like it'd be fun. I wish you still had it. Hell, I'd come visit. What the? Mustang ran 1050s, man. That Mustang must have been supercharged or something, Tangy, or twin turboed. Holy crap. That beats like every single Hellcat out there, Tangy. That's funny. Hell, I don't even know if the new 1,000 horsepower Hellcat would beat that in a race. Because it can't connect onto the pavement, but funny. He said the late 80s, early 90s was fun. Hell yeah. I didn't realize you meant it was that long ago, Tandy, but yeah. Cool, he had a Paxton supercharger. That's cool. Man, come on, Spy. Come on now. Speaking of Mustang, how's Ford? Not the best. 22 pounds of boost. Nice. I think that's what's in my focus, Tangy. 22 pounds. 25. Can't remember. Something like around there, though. Fiberglass hood and fenders. I'm super old, he says. That's funny. Well, hey, Tangy, I appreciate you being here, it's nice to see you around and good conversations all the time, so that's cool. Thank you, everybody, for joining up, though. I don't want to miss anybody later, but thank you, Mike, Jamie, Tangy, Keisha, Fiva, Sean, Christian, of course, Seren, Rick McQueen. Appreciate all you guys. Tangy says he's super old, though. It's funny. You got me. How old are you, Tangy? You got me, like, really curious now. How old? Super old. It's funny. There's a lot of old guys in here. I wouldn't have expected. Wow, 22 pounds of boost with GT40 heads and a B303 cam. Wow. Nice. He says it pushed out around 650 horse. That's beautiful, Tandy. I'll tell you what, from back then, that would be insane. You know, in like the 80s and 90s, that would be insane to be running stuff like that. Even now, that's insane, but back then, that would have been really insane. Wow, Tanji's 51, so... Or are you... He says, I'm in great shape for a 65-year-old. What? Are you 51 or are you 65? Man, there goes the QQQ. Keep your eyes on that, guys. Looks like the puts are playing out well. Definitely keep it up. Definitely keep it up here. That's crazy. Hessy's doing all right, though. So, hey, Christian, good stuff. Look at that. The QQQ went down for me and Tesla went up for you. It's not every day that happens, Christian. Oh, okay. He goes, I'm 51. Okay. Great shape for a 65-year-old, though. That's not good, Tangy. That means you're getting old, I guess. That's funny, Tangy. You're like as old as my dad. That is funny. It's funny, Tangy. My dad has an 87 Mustang. And he also has the GT40 heads as well. Pretty cool. He hasn't put them on, but it's funny. They're sitting there, and I always look at them. And it's cool. It says like Ford Performance or GT40 or something on it. It's kind of cool. So old, though. JPM, Ant, it's been around there all morning. Gosh, you're right, though. It is about to finally break it. There we go. There we go. That's good. Yeah, so Tangy, I can't remember if it was an 86 or an 87, but apparently they did something with the motors between those years, Tangy. You'll know more than me. Let me know what they did around 85, 86, 87. They did something with the motor where they went from like one type of like air system or something to a different one or something like that, Tangy. Let me know. You know, you should know. I probably won't know, but I can't remember the name exactly, but what it was. Yeah, JPM definitely starting to look good though. Just popped under 139 for a split second there. Starting to come back a little bit now. Good job, Meta. Keep going. In 87, they had the crank oiling really nailed down. That freed up another 7 horsepower, just reconfiguring the bearings. The 86 was the least good year. Okay. Yeah, I can't remember what year it is. Let me ask my girlfriend real quick, because she takes care of all that stuff. Let me ask. Well, she'll know. Hey, I will say this, though. The Mustang, it held up this far. That's pretty cool. Mid-86, they went to early fuel injection and reconfigured the chambers for smog. Cost a lot of power. Yeah, she says it's an 87, so I'm just gonna trust what she says, but it was this one. Yep, this is it right here. This is exactly what it looks like. This is the exact thing right here. And it's stock too. The only thing that he did that wasn't stock was that he put a RAM air kit in it, so he took out the fog light and he ran a PVC pipe or like a little plastic tube, you know, up to the it's not PVC, but it's just like a cold air intake or something. Pretty cool though. Neat old car. Yeah, she says 87 and it looks just like this too with like the red stripe and all that. Nice one. I wish I could buy it from him, to be honest. He'll let me one of these days, but not for a while. That thing is sat at his work for years. Probably over I don't think it's been driven more than like 5 times in the past like 20 years. I'm not kidding. 5 times in 20 years or something. It's been rough for that car. That poor car. Palantir really selling. DraftKings starting to sell now. Spy's looking rough. Everything's coming down now, guys. It looks like it's put time or calls on SQQQ or SPXS or something. Could be good. Nice, Tangy. Yeah. Yeah, don't people say that the other ones are better, the other body style like the trunk? I like this one better, the look of it, but some people say that the trunk one's faster or something, isn't it? Maybe a little lighter. I can't remember, but yeah, I feel bad for that Mustang though. Honestly, like I want to get the thing driven. I want to drive that thing. I've never gotten to drive it. Only one time I got to drive it. I didn't even really get to drive it because I didn't know what I was doing. You know, it's an old stick, of course, and I didn't know how to do a burnout. It was funny. I probably would have killed the freaking clutch. Yeah, okay. That's what it is. It weighs a lot less. I really do like the look of this one better, though. But 400 pounds is 400 pounds, you know, that's a lot of weight. This one seems like it'd be sick to honestly even make into like a street racing car. Like lower it a lot. You know, maybe get some aero going on it, like a cool body kit or something. Something like that. And then maybe get like some better suspension and some cool wheels. Be cool. Nice. It was a notchback LX. Okay. That's kind of what I expected, Tangy, you know, because like every time I see people drag racing these old Mustangs, it's always the notchbacks. And I'm like, I was always like, I don't like the way those look, but okay. You know, that's always what I say. I always asked around, then they were like, yep, for real. Yeah, its Spy's looking crazy though. You get the interior, the LX notchback only weighs about 2,200 pounds. Wow. That's not bad, Tangy. You want to see how much mine weighs? Mine weighs 4,450 pounds. Holy crap. That's terrible, guys. 4,450 pounds. Are you kidding me? Wow. I didn't even realize it was that much, but no wonder you got that thing down into the 10 so easy. No wonder, right? That's crazy, man. That's crazy. But hey, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I really do. I had a fun time here on the live stream today. You know, we talked about a lot of stocks. I feel like we found a lot of great plays to the downside. I appreciate you guys joining up. Had some fun talking about the cars, of course, towards the end here and everything like that. But, wow. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. Have a fantastic rest of your day. I will talk to you guys later. Have a good one.